New at 9, they're the cute snapshots of your kids you just have to share on social media. But are parents sharing too much? There's a dark side to the online trend. It's called sharenting.
And joining us right now to talk more about it, clinical psychologist Dr. Stacey Dunn. Always great to have you. Thank you for being with us. Okay, so this is something every parent has done, right? We can't help ourselves. We've got to post the cute pictures. Oh, Jimmy just lost his first tooth, or it's the first birthday and the smash cake. And we think we're doing the right thing because we're helping to show, you know, Aunt Marge, who lives clear across the country, what's been going on, right? Our intentions are good.
The intentions are sometimes good, although not always well thought through.
Okay.
You know, so one of the first questions you want to ask yourself before you hit post is, why am I posting this? Right? Because it might be that it's great to share with family and friends, and you really are just trying to keep people updated, but then maybe posting it via text, right? Like sharing it with really close family and friends might make more sense. If you're really looking for attention and validation, it should be about something you've done, because our children do, Amy, have a right to privacy, and that's what people are really talking about related to sharenting these days, is parents' desire to share versus a child's right to privacy, especially when they have no say. They're too young to give their consent.
Okay, and that brings us to our next point, which is, how will your child feel, right?
Exactly. So some people think it's really cute when their child's crying or having a tantrum, or, you know, they're sharing these moments that a child doesn't really want or need memorialized. You have to think about the fact that everything we post is permanent, right? Our children have a digital footprint, and we don't know exactly where it's going to end up. So if you're thinking now it's cute, you also need to think about what happens when your child applies for college and admissions officers see this, or they have a new romantic partner and they're going to see this. Lots of people in the future will be able to search and find these images, and if they're not at all flattering, if your child would be embarrassed in any way, the answer is don't post. A survey of children said they're often sad and embarrassed and feel anxious because of the images that they have seen of themselves looking at their parents' posts.
Well, and then that creates, I imagine, a strain between the child and the parent, too, because they're thinking, why is mom doing this to me, or dad, too, right?
Yes, and so this is for children who are old enough to even be part of that process. But yeah, so if a child shows any resistance, I don't want my pictures shared, you really shouldn't share them. And some people think, well, it's my right to share, but your child also has a right to privacy. And so why not be on the safe side and think about, why is this so important to me to put this up for everyone to see? And people that I'm not including, they're not on my friend list, but they're on someone else's list and they could see it.
Sure, absolutely. Okay, and let's talk about the dangers, because this is the part that really hits close to home for a lot of people.
So one estimate said that 50% of the images found on pedophile sites are from social media, stolen from social media. So again, when you post something, you might think it's cute and innocent, but someone else might see it in a very different light and use it inappropriately. And then sometimes we just don't see things objectively. I know someone I saw posted pictures of her teenage daughter, professional photo shoot. They were very sexually objectifying images. They were beautiful, but those images would definitely be a problem, I think, in the future for someone else to see out of context. And so, again, we have to be really careful. You're giving lots of information. Do you want everyone to know where your daughter goes to dance school every single week and what time? Want to provide a map too?
Sure. Yeah, it is scary. And then you also mentioned earlier, and I just want to throw this out there, even just putting, you know, at the birth of a baby, we put the full name, the date of birth, all that information
could be used for identity theft.
And
so we are needing to think more. I think sometimes people are in the moment, they just hit post without really thinking it through. And another thing is, think it through. Don't post in the moment where you are. That gives lots of information where your child is. Come find us, as opposed to really thinking about it. Is this something I want to share? Posting later, after you've had time to really think it through. Why am I doing this? Is this embarrassing in any way at any time? Is it safe?
Yeah, and that's really the big one at the end, isn't it? Okay, Dr. Dunn, how can our viewers find you?
On Psychology Today, Dr. Stacey Dunn.
You're the best. Great advice. You give us a lot to think about. Thank you. All right, let's send it over to Jamie King right now, 9:18.